fortress for years, Eden Park is an unbreakable stronghold in world rugby, a place where dreams came to die. Team after team would arrive on Kiwi soil, brimming with hope, only to be sent home, bruised, battered, and beaten by the formidable All Blacks. The aura of invincibility wasn't just a reputation, it was a statistical reality, a psychological weapon they wielded with brutal force. But on a cold Hamilton night in 2009, the Springboks didn't just win a game, they rewrote history. They shattered a record, silenced a nation, and proved that even the most impenetrable fortresses can fall. This is a story of how they broke that unbeatable home record and how, nearly a decade later, a man named Rassie Erasmus proved it was no fluke. Let me know in the comments below. Can Rassie do it again? Can Rassie Erasmus break the curse of Eden Park? Can he make the Springboks the greatest Springboks ever? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. Share with friends and family. To really get the scale of what happened in Hamilton on September 12, 2009, you have to understand the beast the Springboks were facing. Coming into the match, the All Blacks were on a staggering home winning streak. Their last loss on home soil had been a full 6 years prior against these very same Springboks. But that was a distant memory. This was an era of dominance where winning in New Zealand was seen as the toughest job in all of world sports. The Springboks, reigning world champions, were having a sensational year. Having already beaten the All Blacks twice in South Africa, they were led by an inspirational John Smit, powered by a monstrous pack with Bakkies Botha and Victor Matfield, and guided by a tactical genius of a scrum half, Fourie du Preez. The stage was set at Waikato Stadium. The Boks just needed a point to clinch the Tri-Nations title, but the All Blacks were desperate to deny them the ultimate prize, a season clean sweep over them. From the first whistle, the air crackled with hostility. The game was a brutal, attritional war fought for every single inch. With Dan Carter pulling the strings, New Zealand edged ahead through penalties, but the Boks had a secret weapon, a siege gun, in the form of François Steyn. The fullback unleashed 3 colossal penalties from his own side of the halfway line, one from a mind-blowing 60 meters out that silenced the Hamilton crowd and kept the Boks in the fight. Every time the All Blacks seemed to get a foothold, the booming boot of either Frans Steyn or his namesake Morné Steyn punished their indiscipline, turning pressure into points. Just before halftime, the Boks' tactical pressure paid off. After demolishing the All Black scrum near the try line, Fourie du Preez, the master puppeteer, sold a dummy and darted over for a crucial score. South Africa went into the shed leading 22-12, but the All Blacks in their own backyard, no lead is ever safe. The second half became with New Zealand throwing everything they had at the green and gold wall. They finally secured a lineup, a set piece dismantled by Victor Matfield all night, and looked to go wide, but Jean de Villiers, a defensive general, read the play like a book. He shot out of the line, plucked Dan Carter's pass from the air, and sprinted to score under the post. At 29-12, the impossible was happening. It was a dagger to the hearts of the All Blacks' comeback. But this is New Zealand. This is the All Blacks. They don't lie down. They roared back to life with a try from Sivivatu, and the crowd found its voice again. The black wave kept coming. With just minutes left, Dan Carter produced a moment of magic, a perfect cross-fielded kick to his captain Richie McCaw, who fell over the line. Carter's sideline conversion made it 32-29. The stadium was a cauldron of noise. The All Blacks surged, hunting for one last miracle. Carter tried another cross kick, but this time it sailed agonizingly into touch. The final whistle blew. The Springboks has done it. They won the game 32-29, securing their third Tri-Nations title. More importantly, they completed a 3-0 sweep over their greatest rival, a feature no team have managed before in a single season, and none had since. The All Blacks' 30-match home winning streak was over. The fortress has been breached. For 9 long years after that night, the fortress was rebuilt. An All Black home win was once again the default setting, and a Springbok victory in New Zealand became the stuff of legend. The 2009 win was monumental, but as time passed, it started to feel like a beautiful anomaly, a glorious but isolated moment. The psychological barrier of winning in New Zealand remained, that is, until 2018. Enter Rassie Erasmus. The Springboks arrived in Wellington for the Rugby Championship clash under immense pressure. They were coming off back to back losses to Argentina and Australia, and few gave them a chance against an All Black side at the peak of its powers. Erasmus himself admitted his job was on the line. What followed was a match that's since been dubbed the Wellington Miracle. Trailing 12-0 early on, it looked like another long night for the Boks, but in a stunning display of sheer guts and opportunism, they fought back. Tries from Apiwe Deyanti, Willie Leroux, and Malcolm Marx flipped the script, giving the South Africans an unlikely 24-17 lead at halftime. The All Blacks, as they always do, came storming back, but these Boks, channeling the spirit of 2009, refused to break. A brilliant intercept try from Cheslin Colby extended the lead. The final minutes were almost unbearable. Leading 36-34, the Springbok faced a furious last-ditch assault on the try line. Wave after wave of black jerseys crashed against them, but desperate, heroic defense helped them out, sealing one of the most famous victories in Springbok history. It was South Africa's first win in New Zealand since the 2009 triumph. Erasmus called it the best moment of his coaching career, but this win felt different. It proved that Hamilton wasn't a fluke, and that with the right strategy and unwavering belief, the All Blacks were beatable at home. The 2009 win cracked the foundation. The 2018 win proved the walls could be stormed again, and so the rivalry found the new edge. The Springboks under Rassie Erasmus would go on to win the 2019 and 2023 Rugby World Cup, beating the All Blacks in the latter. The aura of total invincibility that once surrounded New Zealand has been replaced by a fierce, electric rivalry where either team can win on any given day. Yet, one bastion remains, one final, an unconquered peak, Eden Park. The All Blacks have not lost a test match at the Auckland Fortress since 1994. It's a staggering unbeaten run of 50 matches, including 48 wins and 2 draws. It stands as one of the most formidable records in all professional sports. While the Springboks managed an 18-18 draw there in 1994, they have not won a test match at Eden Park since 1937. It's the spiritual home of New Zealand rugby, a ground where the weight of history seemed to suffocate visiting teams. But now, as we look to the future, even that record feels vulnerable, and the warning isn't coming from an hopeful Springbok fan. It's coming from an All Black legend, Carlos Spencer, the mercurial fly-half who helped build that very legacy, has publicly stated that the streak is under threat. Speaking ahead of the scheduled clash on September 6, 2025, Spencer identified the current Springboks as the team most likely to finally break the curse. He argued it's not about intimidation, but about crushing the psychological weight of that 30-year history. Yet, he believes the Bok team, the reigning world champions, has the tools to overcome it. Spencer cites their physicality, their evolved attacking game, and Rassie Erasmus' tactical genius as the key ingredient. If there's a team that can break the history, it's the Springboks, Spencer declared, a statement that sends a chill down the spine of New Zealand rugby. The story of the Springboks in New Zealand is a tale of pure resilience. It's a story written in Hamilton in 2009, when a team of warriors ended a dynasty and painted a nation green and gold. It is a story that was retold in Wellington in 2018, when a new generation proved that belief could conquer history. That 2009 victory wasn't just a win, it was the moment that the myth of an unbeatable All Black home record was shattered. It laid a blueprint, a foundation of belief that Rassie Erasmus masterfully built upon. The unbreakable stronghold was shown to have cracked, and through those cracks, the Springboks have poured, turning what once was a one-sided dominance into the most compelling rivalry in the sport. Now, only Eden Park remains, the final fortress. The 2009 win taught us that records are made to be broken. The 2018 win taught us that miracles are possible. Can the Springboks finally conquer the last frontier? What do you think is the greatest Springbok victory on New Zealand soil? The historic 2009 win in Hamilton or the Wellington miracle of 2018? Let us know in the comments below.